Shalom and Ahab, I am Yahush Gabriel, warrior by salvation, and this is CME TV Radio, restoring the kinetic value of your energetic mind. In this study, we are going to begin to break down the rapid and rampant indoctrination of today's members of society through edutainment, through music, and through current social media. In this study, I am going to help to exemplify how the social medias, the current media, uses their influence in vibrational patterns to control the natural behavior of a people locked into the matrix. In this study, we are going to dive down deep into the roots of indoctrination through the musical industry, through the edutainment industry. But before we begin in this our brief synopsis, I would like you to conceptualize something with me. Imagine every day you are drinking your routine cup of water, and in your cup of water there are 100 grains of sand at the bottom of your cup. Every day you drink this same cup of water with these same 100 grains of sand. Every day filling up your lungs with sand, filling up your bladder with sand, and filling up your intestines with sand. This gradual level of pollution is toxic. By this example, I would like you to understand something. Every day that we digest and ingest what is current social media, what is current music media, we are digesting, ingesting on an energetic level grains of disruption that are sinking into our very conscious being. In this study, I will begin to show the levels of control and indoctrination through what is the music industry and the media industry. In the Hebrew belief, the Brit Hadashah scriptures of the book of Romans quotes from chapter 12, verse 2. But be not conformed to this world, or the pattern of this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you might prove that which is great and the excellent work of the Creator Yahuwah. To understand how to renew your mind, you must first understand and overstand how our minds were broken. How are our minds being manipulated? Through our daily ingestion of negative energies. Our minds are being bombarded with energies that are not effective in helping us to level out our being. In 1885, the Music Commission of the Italian government declared that all instruments and orchestras should use a tuning fork that vibrated at 440 Hertz, which was different from the original standard of 435 Hertz and the competing 432 Hertz used in France and in other areas where music was conducted. In 1917, the American Federation of Musicians endorsed the Italians, followed by a further push for 440 Hertz in the 1940s. In 1953, a worldwide agreement was signed. Signatories declared that middle A on the piano be forevermore tuned to exactly 440 Hertz. This frequency became the standard ISO 16 reference for tuning all musical instruments based on the chromatic scale, the one most often used for music in the West. All the other notes are tuned in standard mathematical ratios leading to and from 440 Hz. This standard is now accepted universally, which is why you can hear a piano that'll be in somewhere like Toronto and it'll sound exactly like a piano that is played in China. When you begin to understand the level of control that a vibration has over your body, and when you begin to understand the power that you possess as an energetic being, then you will begin to understand why it was important for them to sign this bill, or this to sign the signature to make all music according to the custom 440 Hz in 1940 and 1953. Now, lastly, in this introduction video to this series that we are about to dive into, I would like to touch on one last thing. Let's go back 7 years before 1917 to 1910 with a man named John Calhoun Deegan, an alleged member of the U.S. Naval Intelligence who was funded by the Rothschilds through their agents and the Rockefeller family. He joined the American Federation of Musicians and convinced the group to endorse a standard of 440 Hz for tuning all orchestras and concert performance music. He was successful, but this only became the standard to public performances in America. In this, I want you to carefully examine the people, the circle that is being drawn around the industry. Once you see the circle around the industry, I can only show you that that circle is a keyhole. It's up to you to want to open the door. To open that door, we must renew our minds. We have to break from the mental slavery. In my next series of videos, I will begin breaking down the healing properties of music and the destructive properties of music. I will touch on the vibrational patterns and scales in hertz and in other measurements of sound. In this, you must understand, knowledge is a choice, but wisdom is a responsibility. We have to be wise with the knowledge that is available and the energy we digest. I am Yahush Gabriel, and this is CME TV, Warriors by Salvation, restoring the kinetic value of your energetic mind.